Hi folks, this is Nachiket signing in for today's topic backfilling based on the physical site conditions. Remember, we are doing this presentation for low risk building and building built from scratch under the very prime phase that is substructure works. Backfilling, once you hear this word, you may be thinking that why this particular term has been prepared and why you are making a presentation out of this. Remember, backfilling has a very important role to take in this entire building construction process, because once you neglect this, you can understand the consequences as in here. You can see these cracks, big cracks in floor. There's a real-time work errors because these are the various issues that has happened due to negligence in backfilling works. Okay, so if you don't compact the soil properly, this is going to happen. Basically what has happened, let me explain. In this the floor finish level is a rigid membrane because it's a PCC concrete or maybe a RCC even. That's not a point, but the thing is that it's a rigid membrane. Under it you have compacted soil. If in case the soil escapes out due to cracks in the periphery wall, or if somehow there is organic matters in the backfilling, it has expansive properties, it will contract, it will expand, and due to which you may also find these cracks. So these are the various reasons of cracks. In case the soil gets down, the rigid membrane is not going to take more load again, and these cracks will happen as usual. Because 90% of the time this rigid membrane is made of clear metals, like 40 mm aggregate is used, and plain cement concrete is done for getting a floor finish level. Okay, so let's quickly understand what are the raw materials used for backfilling. First and the best is river sand. It has clearly no competitor. Second is debris. If you have shortage of river sand, then debris is the next best alternative. You can, if a old house is being demolished, you can take the demolition extracts and dismantle it into finer particles, and you can use it for backfilling purpose as well. The next is crusher dust. This is basically a byproduct of stone quarries, so you can use this crusher dust as well, but it is bit costly from the river sand. If it is not, then use it. Then last and one of the best is laterite soil as well, because if it is available in your location naturally, then use this, because this is also a best quality backfilling material. Then let's understand the various phases and activities in manual backfilling process. So here it is the unloading of sand at your site. Then manually you will be using helpers to sift the sand and thoroughly spread out over in the site. Then start giving pouring water over in the space, and this should be done in layers. How much? After every 10 inch you need to compact the sand evenly. Then what you need to do is take a shovel. You can see here a person taking a shovel, and water is being purged in, and here he is making a hole and putting the water inside, then again he is damping it. So this is a continuous activity. After doing this, you'll be finding out the alternatives in here. So these are the final output of a compacted backfilled plinth at plinth level. Okay, so if you're going for a mechanical means, so here again after unloading, what you'll be doing, the second activity is if the area is bigger, then what you can do is manual will be it will be not that cost effective, so always go for mechanical means. but be very careful while using this. What you can do is you simply you can spread the sand evenly. Then after 10 inches what you can do is again you can place in a person to manually sift or make it in an even manner. Then you can use a plate compactor to compact the soil. This is a vibratory plate compactor that has been used. Then next is the output, final output you can see up to the plinth level. Okay, so next let's understand the quality points that needs to be taken care of while doing this backfilling job. So first and the most important is layer wise compaction. I'm repeatedly saying this, layer wise compaction. After every 10 inch of filling, you need to compact it via manually or via plate compactor, whatever you have, but you need to continuously compact. Pour in adequate water inside until you get at least 90 to 95% of standard Proctor density, soil density, and that will be your OMC, that is your optimum moisture content. After achieving that, compact it properly, because at that time the dry density, maximum dry density will be also at its best, and it will be the best situation to compact the soil properly. Okay, so next is 6 to 7 days curing of all substructures. Many of the time in the business of construction we never follow to cure the substructure points, so this is quite eventual and important as well. Then third is prevent periphery wall collapse. This is a very important thing to take care of, because many a times while you are using mechanical means to spread the sand over in the site, what happens is you tend to at least hit that backhoe to a particular periphery wall, and you may find cracks, and sometimes you pour in lot of sand in one place, and due to the high pressure sometimes this periphery wall also gets collapsed. And again sometimes you're in a very quick and once while you are doing a parallel activity, means you are again raising up the brickwork, periphery brick wall, and simultaneously you are putting in sand, and lot of sand. Even maybe that brick wall will be not that strong to hold the sand, and it may get crack eventually. Okay, so be very careful about that. Then rigid organic soil dumping over in backfilling soil. Never use this, because organic soil have a expansive property. I have said this before as well. You need to be very careful. Never allow to bring in organic soil for backfilling purpose. Maybe 90% of the time the contractor or the people will say that or the particular metal vendor will say that organic soil, you're just going for a backfilling, na, use it, no issue. So it is dangerous, so always disallow that. Okay, then conduct soil density test. Yes, this is not mandatory though in low risk building, but if you're not using sand, if you're using any other alternatives against backfilling, then go for it, because it's necessary. So the basic test that you need to do is sand replacement test or core cutting test. Okay, and the last part is use vibratory plate compactor. It is quite important. Otherwise use tandem roller, small one, if the area is large. Okay, so next is safety first. So what are the safety rules that you need to follow in periphery brick wall? Here it is, the do's, that is mandatory PPs, the personal protective equipments, those are mandatory. Barricade the area where you're doing the backfilling part. Then there is always chances of tripping hazard as you are sifting the sand. Most of the times these are common at site, so be careful and never ever stay nearby any heavy machinery under operations, because you are using mechanical backhoe excavator at site. Even you're using this plate compactor, so be even careful regarding electric shocks. Okay, so see the connections, those are proper or not. Everything should be clear. Okay, so thank you. See you in the next video that is up next, plinth beam over on the prime phase, that is Substructure Works.